Welcome to the Digging Deep ATVMX podcast with your host, hailing from Kaukauna, Wisconsin, riding a CST Tires SSI decals Valvoline backed Yamaha YFZ 450R, four-time ATV motocross national champion, number 25, Cody Jansen.
What's up, everybody?
We're back!
Welcome to the latest edition of the Digging Deep ATVMX podcast, episode 147 of the Digging Deep ATVMX podcast, presented by our title sponsor, CST Tires, in stock and available for purchase today at shop.csttires.com. I'm your host, Cody Jansen, saying hello to our more than 268,000 monthly Digging Deep listeners in 109 countries in which you are listening. And this is actually a quick re-release of one of our very first episodes, episode number 9, some 5 years ago. It's that time of year again, the start of the off season, sponsorship periods are open. And a few weeks back, I was chatting with Jason from Forworks. Thanks to Jason and the Forworks crew, by the way, for sending a couple number plates over as giveaways at our Digging Deep Briarcliff Ride Day earlier this month. And he suggested we do a podcast covering the ins and outs of acquiring and maintaining sponsorship, something that our sport as a whole continues to fall short on year after year, it seems like. So I knew we had done an episode covering the topic back in 2019. At that time, again, by the suggestion of a partner of ours. So I thought we'd re-release it to bring it back to the surface. I will say it's humbling to listen to an early episode like this, something I haven't really ever done, because our audio quality has come a long way since the beginning, and I'm much better about my ums and ahs. But nevertheless, I still think that there's a really good message here. Let's quickly shout out all of our incredible partners. CST Tires, go to shop.csttires.com today. Yamaha, thanks to Blue Crew. Thanks to SSI Decals, Valvoline, DID Racing Chain, Namura Technologies, Bronco ATV and UTV Components, Lauderdale Steel Enterprises and Concrete Supply, the financial advice of the Haymauer Financial Group, DP Brakes, Factory 43, Binky's Forever ATC Museum, Impact Solutions, Ultimate Poly Products, UPP Racing, our choice when it comes to case savers, chain sliders, intake manifolds, and more. Use discount code DIGGINGDEEP15 at uppracing.com, and Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with code DIGGINGDEEP20 at manscaped.com. Whether it's the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the GOAT of electric razor trimmers, my personal favorite, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit from Manscaped, or the best nose hair trimmer ever created, the Weed Whacker 2.0, get 20% off and free shipping with code DIGGINGDEEP20 at manscaped.com. Support all the great companies that support us. And for any products that fall through the cracks, click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner on our website for all your gear and parts needs and to help us out. It's that time of year. You and your machine need some TLC, and no matter what off-road gear parts you need, Rocky Mountain ATVMC has you covered. But before you buy, simply click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner on our website. Using our specific link, we get a percentage of what you buy on the back end, enabling you to help us out while purchasing the parts you need anyway. And did you know you can buy OEM parts from Rocky Mountain ATVMC as well? Yep, shipped conveniently right to your door. So click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner at diggingdeepatvmx.com to help us out while satisfying all your gear and parts needs. As always, a quick shout out to all of our donors. If you are interested in donating and hearing your name on the show, you can find the Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee donation links on our website. Major thanks to all who have donated, of course. Now, if you can't donate, but you still want to help us out, you can leave us a rating or a review on iTunes and Spotify, because that helps us out a bunch too. Now, it's showtime. 30-second board is up, it's sideways, and the gate is down. Time to dig deep.
Let's go!
So if you're listening, you're interested in gaining sponsorship. I get asked constantly, especially this time of year, how do you get sponsors? I'll start by mentioning the biggest mistake that I see people make. Oftentimes, a sponsor only hears from a rider when they want something, whether it be sponsorship, product, going forward after that, increased sponsorship, and that's not a recipe for success. I've always made personally constant contact and promoting my sponsors the number one objective of mine, because that support that I get from them, without that, I couldn't feasibly afford to live out my dreams the way I do. The array of personal sponsors that I have truly make all this possible for me. My racing career, that is. So the hardest step for anything that we do in life is that very first step. So where do you start when pursuing sponsorship? Well, you start by putting a resume together. But, I hear this a lot of times, but I don't know how, or I don't know where to start. Well, that's not a valid excuse. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to achieve your goals? You get as much as you put in when it comes to sponsorship. Selling yourself to potential sponsors is the most critical part of the entire process. And it really shouldn't be hard. No one should believe in you more than you. So what you want to do is focus on what sets you apart from the crowd. But again, selling yourself to somebody should honestly be the very easiest part of the entire process, because speaking from experience, I believe in myself. I mean, more than even all of the people around me, all of my supporters. Like, give me a chance to walk in the door and try to sell myself to somebody, and I'm going to take my odds every single time. So let me talk about my personal resume a little bit. So my resume contains the following. I start with a flashy cover, kind of just to give it, a good look, to gain some attention. Directly inside that cover is a one-page overview with everything that a sponsor needs to know. And kind of going back to my last comment, but that's where I truly sell myself. It's paramount that you're pretty, relatively concise in this part of the resume. That's why I say in that one page, I don't want you to exceed one page. I wouldn't suggest that you see one page, because if you're sending this to higher ups in a company, they might not have time to read your entire resume. So you have to make that quote unquote sell hit them hard. So that's why you want to do it right at the beginning of the resume, hit them with everything that they need to know and maybe your biggest sell points, and be concise about it, because that's what's going to make you, hopefully successful with this whole process. Following that, my resume includes a handful of letters of recommendation, which are going to obviously aid you in selling yourself, because there's things that somebody can say about you that, maybe it wouldn't be right for you to say about yourself. So that can be a big key to helping you, is those letters of recommendation. Mine are people I've worked with in the past, even acquaintances, family, friends, anybody like literally have just stepped up and said, hey, can I write a letter of recommendation for you? So those things will kind of fall into place. You just don't maybe want it to be family members or something like that, because maybe they don't look as credible. But letters of recommendation are absolutely key, and I think they add to the content of your resume 100%. Then after those letters of recommendation in my resume, I have an array of race reports, a race report from each event all season long. This isn't intended for reading word for word, but it's so a potential sponsor can see that they can expect updates from me all season long, updates after every event. And again, contact is key. So what you're trying to do here is show that, they're going to hear from you. If they extend your sponsorship, that's going to be the difference in you or, your competitor, is that you're showing them, hey, you're going to get a real race report from me every race. You're going to know how my season's going. And, maybe your competition isn't doing that. That could be the one thing that sets you apart, and that makes, you ultimately get the sponsorship over somebody else. So if it comes down to a tie, that's something that could definitely set you apart. The fatal flaw for so many individuals when they're, going after sponsorship is that they contact the company only when they want something, like I said at the open here. And if that's the case, the sponsor probably isn't going to stay on board for very long. Additionally, I have countless amounts of photos littered throughout my resume. not just riding photos, though there are many of those, but also, podium pictures, screenshots from television programs I've been on, ads for different companies using my likeness, photos with fans, photos from my riding schools and doing these podcasts, family photos, whatever. Do whatever you have to do to sell yourself, to make the resume embody who you really are, not just, a one sheet list of your accomplishments, or not kind of some flashy, laminated, kind of thing with some pictures and, saying your goals for next year. You want that resume to truly embody who you are. So it's very difficult, as a complex human being like we all are, it's very difficult to put that into paper or into a document and send it to people. That's why anything you can do, anything you can do, especially those pictures, get it in that resume, get it to somebody who, who you're after for sponsorship, but you're really trying to sell yourself. You got to make sure that you and your whole embodiment is in that resume. Cause I've had sponsors say to me before, I don't even know why we picked you. We just liked you. We like the vibe that you put off on your resume. So take the next step. So you put together a good resume, you get sponsored, you get some product. Now you're good. That's it, right? No, actually, you're just getting started. This is key. Make your sponsors know that they're appreciated. So if you receive sponsorship, good. Thank them. Shoot them an email. That goes a long way. Trust me. I think that, obviously everybody should be doing that kind of thing. I think that this is like elementary level stuff, but it's not done by most. The next step too, after that is, as you kind of get into the season, or you're maybe even prepping for the season, is those race reports that I spoke of. Social media posts on Instagram and Facebook. That's better than nothing, but that's not enough. So take the time, write the race reports, shoot them to your sponsors via email, and it will directly impact gaining sponsorship and, more importantly, being granted increased sponsorship in the future. The amount of sponsorship you received will directly result from the amount of effort that you put in. So don't say you want it if you're not willing to put in the work. It's just like anything else. It's just like training. Getting sponsorship is a tireless, long, tedious thing if you're going after, a lot of sponsors. But you put in that effort, you put a good resume together, you really sell yourself well, you are relentless in pursuing sponsors and different sponsors. That's ultimately how people get sponsors. It's not, shooting, a potential sponsor an Instagram message. That's how this whole conversation started. With one of the companies that I work with, they said, hey, you'd never believe how many, good riders shoot us a message on Instagram with bad spelling and no punctuation looking for sponsorship. And that's just not how it's going to work out. You have to look at this as a business. Again, selling yourself should be the easiest part. Like, selling yourself doesn't take any research, doesn't take any homework, doesn't take any prep time. All you're doing is selling yourself. So take that, put it in a resume, get it to people, and, you're going to get what your desire is, but it's all in the effort that you put into it. So, lastly, don't be afraid to send them thank yous. Again, anything you can do to make it known that they're appreciated and that you're grateful for their support, you got to do it. Sponsorship is an investment, and product is money to them. You got to look at it like when they're sending you product, that's money that they could be making that they're taking out of their pocket and giving to you. So like this year, for example, I won a national championship. So what did I do? I took my money, spent the money, got a bunch of replica national number one plates made and sent them to my sponsors, basically awarding them because, that national title isn't just mine, but it's theirs too, because without them, it wouldn't be possible. Putting forth the effort, in that category isn't hard for me because I rely on their support. It's the little things. Here in 2019, social media presence, that constant contact and being an influencer for the brand is just as important as on-track results. So, think about that for a second. Whatever level you're at, your social media can be you building your own brand, make it a brand that somebody really wants to partner with. I take the whole business side of things, more seriously than 99% of the riders. And that's how I've went on to get support from legendary corporations like Valvoline and being the only ATV rider, supported by them. Thor, another great example. I'm the only official Thor ATV rider. A lot to do with because of the way I pursue all of this. This is why I've received, more product and support than most all of the pro class. Even though I'm no longer racing the pro class, I do a better job advertising for the brands. I make sure that those companies know how grateful I am. And, it's not that hard. It's the effort you put in is what you're going to get in return. And that's with a lot of things in life. And, that's no different with sponsorship in pursuing it. So, sponsors want to support you. Yes, of course. But what you got to realize is their main goal by sponsorship and supporting us riders is they want you to help them sell product. So if you abide by these guidelines I've given you, you will get sponsors, at least more than you got now. And you could very well get the sponsors that you're kind of out there desiring to be sponsored by. That's a promise. Don't kid yourself. Good sponsors just don't fall into your lap. So they're not gonna message you and say, hey, we want to give you this, this, and this. That's just not how it works, no matter how good you are. You got to go get them. So again, the first step is the toughest step. And time is of the essence now, because a lot of sponsorship periods maybe only are from September to the end of October, or they're from, September or October to the first of the year. So there's no time for waiting right now. If you're trying to pursue sponsorship for the 2020 season, you're going to have to get on it now. So put that resume together. You're going to need to spend a little time on it. Doesn't matter how many accolades you have or anything like that. Like, people say that a lot of times to me. They're like, well, I can't get any sponsors because, I haven't raced yet, or haven't raced a lot yet, or I don't race nationals. And that's not necessarily it. Sponsors want to support good people. It's not always because they're the best riders. Again, like I just stated, there was a time in my life not that long ago that I was a top 10, ATV rider in the world. And I'd still, put my speed about there. But the point is that I get the support that I get, not because of necessarily because I'm I'm not the best pro, not even racing the pro class anymore, but I get the support that I get because I showcase my sponsors. I make sure they know they're appreciated. I, showcase that product that they're helping me with. And I just take every avenue that I have, whether it be social media, talking about it to somebody when I get the chance. I mean, all of that stuff I take so seriously. And I truly handpick the companies that I work with because I like the product. I like the people, and it's very easy to me. It's not a job to sell this product to people listening, because I enjoy the product. I enjoy the people. And again, without those companies, I wouldn't be able to do it. So again, put that resume together, get it out there. If you don't hear back, after a little while, maybe after a couple weeks, a month, resend that thing if you haven't heard. And don't just focus on one brand or one product, or, you might have to kind of spread your array, because that way you're getting your potential success rate the highest. Instead of just shooting one shot, you shoot that one shot. Maybe you don't, take down the one you're looking for. If you shoot 10 shots, I know that you're going to get something out of it for sure. So, and then after you get that sponsorship, remember, thank yous go so far. Not enough people do it. And you got to keep that line of communication going. Do race reports, do updates throughout the season. again, make sure those sponsors know that you're thankful. And because again, the biggest flaw, and it has been for as long as this sport's been around, is the lack of contact where a rider only reaches out to that company when they want something, or, okay, I reach out to you now because I want sponsorship. I get my little bit of product, and then you don't hear from me until next year, and now I want more. That's a fatal flaw. It'll never work, but it's something that happens every off season with every company. And that's why I'm here trying to help, kind of spread the business side of sponsorship in this, in this market. This market is small enough that you need to do what you can to separate yourself. So go the extra mile. That's what I've, kind of built my whole racing program on, is going the extra mile. And I have so many amazing, great people in my corner, lifelong friends that'll have forever, that all started with setting myself apart from the rest of the people that were, looking for sponsorship. And again, I've found some of my, my best friends and great company relationships that I'll have for forever by doing so. So with that, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
We'll get right back to the show, but now a word from our sponsors. And thank you for listening to these ads. Without these great companies, none of this would be possible. Show your support for the people who support us. The official tire choice of Digging Deep, CST tires are the choice of ATV racing's elite on the track, in the woods, and every other terrain. CST tires swept the ATV racing world in 2022 as Joel Hetrick, Bryson Neal, and Bo Barron rode their Pulse MXR and Pulse HT tires to an ATV Pro Motocross title, GNCC XC1 Pro title, and 10th ATV Pro Works Racing title, respectively. Led by champion Joel Hetrick and podium contenders Bryce Ford, Jeffrey Rastrelli, and Nick Janusa, CST's Pulse MXR tire is the most trusted tire in ATV motocross today. Available in soft and standard compounds, the Pulse MXR offers the highest level of traction, most predictable cornering, and superior wear characteristics when compared to the competition. And did I mention they have a contingency program as well? Visit shop.csttires.com to join the CST takeover today, or prepare to be beat by someone who did. The best of the best choose CST. Do you? You know we're Team Blue Crew here at the Digging Deep ATV MX podcast, as the Yamaha YFZ 450R is the official ATV of Digging Deep. In a move started by 8-time ATV MX Pro Class National Champion Chad Wienen, who with his next championship will become the winningest champion in ATV motocross history, we are living in ATV racing's YFZ 450R era. Alongside Wienen, 7-time GNCC XC1 Pro ATV National Champion Walker Fowler welcomed a pair of new champions to the Yamaha Champions Club, as the podium-proven Yamaha YFZ 450R proved to be the winning choice for Joel Hetrick and Bryson Neal. This unprecedented success for the YFZ 450R, its unrivaled quality and performance, and the clear fact that Yamaha is the leading OEM supporter of ATV racing has resulted in a complete Yamaha takeover within the sport quad market. Evident by the continuation of Yamaha's Blue Crew Racer Support Program, Yamaha riders will once again cash in on payout and prize opportunities in 2023, including a chance to win a brand new YFZ 450R. For more info, head over to YamahaBlueCrew.com. Follow Yamaha Outdoors, as well as the new Blue Crew official channel on social media, and check out Yamaha's full proven off-road lineup at YamahaOutdoors.com today. SSI Decals, your way. SSI Decals sets the standard with the best looking decals, graphics kits, and vinyl wraps in the industry. Established in 1947, SSI took shape as an offshoot of their parent company by doing a little work for local pro Chad Wienen. Nearly 2 decades later, and fueled by a passion for ATVs, the company has flourished into one of ATV Moto's most recognized brands. From ATV motocross, SSI has expanded into graphics and design work for top racers in GNCC, Works Racing, Pro Motocross and Supercross, off-road, and more, headlined by 8-time world champion Top Fuel drag racer Clay Millican. Whether your project is big or small, SSI Decals will make your identity stick. Get started today at SSIDecals.com and use code DIGGINGDEEP10 for 10% off at checkout. Things are about to get sick. The Digging Deep ATV MX podcast is brought to you in part by DID and their wide range of championship-winning chains. From the street to the track and everywhere in between, DID chains are designed to give you the optimal riding experience with great performance and increased chain life. Consistent to the core, pick up your box of reliability today. DID, what drives you?
We are proud to be partnered with Namura Technologies. For over 20 years, Namura has pushed the limit of value and reliability in the ATV and side-by-side market. Covering more applications than anyone in the industry, Namura's full line of cast and forged pistons, connecting rods, gasket kits, and industry-leading top-end repair kits and more have led to higher overall engine performance for your machine. Visit your local dealer or online at www.namura.com and follow along on Instagram for giveaways and exciting new products in 2023. Namura Technologies, your one-stop shop engine component supplier. We are pleased to be partnered with Bronco ATV and UTV Components. Bronco has been an industry leader in replacement hard parts and accessories for all makes and models for over 15 years. With a catalog that includes a full line of electrical components, engine internals and cylinders, shock and suspension parts, winches, clutch kits, valves, carb kits, bearing kits, and drive chain parts, Bronco is your hard part source for whatever you need, for whatever you ride. Available exclusively through distributors around the world, visit your local dealer or online at broncoatv.com.
For over 150 years, Valvoline has been dedicated to constant improvement and innovation across all disciplines of racing. As a proud member of Team Valvoline for nearly a decade, I have witnessed their unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of performance. Valvoline has sponsored some of the greatest names in motorsports, solidifying their position as a powerhouse within the industry. Being a part of this historically great team has been an incredible privilege. When it comes to my equipment, whether it's my daily commuting vehicles, race quads, or anything in between, I trust nothing but Valvoline. Their range of products and lubricants consistently deliver increased horsepower, durability, and engine life. I'm excited to announce Valvoline's breakthrough in performance, Valvoline Ultimate Power Sports. With up to 8 times stronger rust protection and 50% better wear protection, this cutting-edge formula ensures your ATV's engine runs smoother and longer for the ultimate ride. Tackle rugged terrains with confidence knowing your ATV's engine is equipped with the best protection available. Ready to experience the next level of performance? Head over to shop.valvolineglobal.com and use code DIGGINGDEEP10 at checkout to unlock an exclusive 10% off on your purchase. Don't miss out on this limited time offer to enhance your ATV's performance with Valvoline's Ultimate Power Sports engine oil.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
The following message is brought to you by Manscaped.com. The Manscaped engineering team has outdone themselves this time, creating the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, now available for purchase in the US and Canada. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, an official sponsor of the Digging Deep ATV MX podcast, with this exclusive offer of 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code DIGGINGDEEP20 at Manscaped.com. I'm one of the first people to try the new 4.0 and I am blown away. This thing is next level. What sets this trimmer apart from all the rest? The Lawnmower 4.0 gives you the ability to turn the LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. It features a new multi-functioning on-off switch with travel lock for those of us who like to travel. And my favorite, the new trimmer allows you to customize your trim with 4 different guard lengths, an upgrade from its predecessor that only featured 2. If you're listening, you know that good tools are a must, so wait no more to get the best tools for the job. Get 20% off and free shipping with code DIGGINGDEEP20 at Manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped.com by using code DIGGINGDEEP20.
Hey everyone, this is Larry Mills, president of DP Brakes North America and proud partner of the Digging Deep ATV MX podcast. We at DP Brakes are a longtime supporter of ATV racing and the world leader in sintered brake technology, dominating the ATV world for decades by supporting the best four-wheeled racers on the planet. This year's lineup includes Jeff Rastrelli, Mark Baldwin and Baldwin Motorsports, Ford Brothers Racing, Nick Janusa, and many more, including Mr. Digging Deep himself, Cody Jansen, plus all the top 17 GNCC pros such as 7-time champion Walker Fowler, Bryson Neal, Hunter Hart, Cole Richardson, Jared McClure, Adam McGill, and previous champion Chris Borich. These top riders continue to appreciate the high performance and impressive durability that their DP brakes have to offer, products that ultimately help place them on top of the podium week after week. DP brakes are available through www.dp-brakes.com, or you can purchase them through your local Parts Unlimited stocking dealer, or you can even message us, myself, Larry Mills, or DP Brakes on Instagram or Facebook. And if you have any questions about product or sponsorship support, please ask us. We are waiting for you. Join the best ATV riders in the world equipped with DP Brakes, and have a great year, everyone.
Nearing 2 decades into the brand's existence, Factory 43 is back and better than ever, continuing to make major waves in the ATV world. For the 3rd consecutive season, Factory 43 is the official aluminum parts choice of the Phoenix Racing ATV team, providing their state-of-the-art Evo Nerf bars, MX-style front bumpers, and grab bars for 2-time champ Joel Hetrick. If you're in the market to upgrade your Nerf bars, bumpers, or grab bars, head over to factory43atv.com to see their full line of industry-leading products available for all makes and models. Head over to factory43atv.com today.
Hey everyone, it's Michelle Stillo, director of the D6 Ultimate Quad Series. We've been working hard over the years to bring you the very best in local ATV motocross racing. The D6 Ultimate Quad Series has race classes for all ages and skill levels. Maybe you're an experienced rider or you're just starting out, we have a class for you. We're excited to announce that we have 11 rounds of racing at tracks located in Pennsylvania, New York, and Maryland. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Success in the ATV MX world is similar to what creates financial success as well. The right people, the right advice, and more importantly, hard work and the benefit of an ongoing relationship as situations change and adversity is experienced. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Haymauer Financial Group can create a personalized, goal-based plan to help your family prepare for whatever life brings. Call me, Scott Haymauer, at Haymauer Financial Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, at 920-338-8150. That's 920-338-8150. Offices located in beautiful De Pere, Wisconsin, with registrations and clients nationwide.
Headlined by the 4130 Chromoly, Launderville Steel and Concrete Supply is a full-service steel supplier of new and surplus steel, aluminum, and stainless steel products. This racing family-owned full metal service center and concrete product supplier comes with over 30 years of experience serving the entire United States from their central Midwest location. As the #1 choice for nationwide shipments and with available next-day delivery in select areas, LSE has you covered near or far. 4130 is not just the chromoly tubing and plate used in the building of chassis for an array of motorsports applications, but it is also the name of the newest addition to the Pro Paddock, with riders Jaden JJ Launderville and Max Lindquist, introducing the new 4130 Motorsports team. Launderville Steel offers a large selection of material for any project, including their concrete division that can supply everything you need to complete your next business or personal project. For a quote or more info, visit laundervillesteel.com today or give them a call at 715-675-6193. That's 715-675-6193. Here at Digging Deep, we have an obvious passion for ATVs and pridefully enjoy sharing the sport's history. Since 2019, when the podcast was born, we've been working to partner with individuals who share our passion, but one man and his vision had been missing from our partnership group. Until now. When it comes to the sport's history, the hallowed grounds of Binky's Forever ATC Museum has it all. Binky Tapscott's mind-blowing collection of 3- and 4-wheelers has preserved history by spanning all makes and models, from Honda 3-wheelers in chronological order to unique builds that shaped ATV racing as we know it, like Doug Gust's iconic DRZ-powered hybrid thumper and everything in between. There's no denying Binky's passion, a passion that we certainly relate to here at Digging Deep. Binky's goal is to share his amazing collection with fellow enthusiasts by making his prized possessions accessible to the public via scheduled visits. Follow Forever ATC Museum on Facebook and watch foreveratc.com for further updates on possibly getting a chance to see Binky's Forever ATC Museum for yourself. We are proud to welcome Binky's Forever ATC Museum to the Digging Deep family. As the #1 podcast in ATV racing, it's only right that we partner with the industry leaders in suspension tuning. Insert Impact Solutions. Impact Solutions is a full-service ATV and side-by-side suspension center specializing in the revalving and service of your motocross and off-road suspension. With over 25 years of elite-level knowledge, experience, and testing with riders of all ages and ability levels, Jay Goebel and the Impact crew strive to exceed clients' expectations for service and setup. Impact Solutions is the official Elka Suspension Service Center of the United States, offering unmatched product knowledge and experience. Whether you're in need of service, parts, warranty, sales, or technical support, Impact Solutions has you covered. Head over to ImpactSolutionsATV.com or give them a call today. With the desire to keep you in the race, Ultimate Poly Products offers the Ultimate Protection collection of case savers, chain sliders, intake manifolds, and more. Founded on quality in 1998, this family-owned and operated business produces products created by racers for racers. These industry-leading products are proudly made and manufactured in the USA, with their case savers being made of the highest quality American-made polyurethane on the market and designed to completely conform to your engine case to help prevent case damage from a thrown chain, because no one wants to be a spectator on race day. Join top pro riders like Bryson Neal, Walker Fowler, John Glotta Jr., Adam McGill, Cole Richardson, and more by using UPP Racing products. Use discount code DIGGINGDEEP15 at uppracing.com to save on your next order. Ultimate Poly products, made to last longer so you can ride more. Thanks for listening, and remember to support our partners. Now back to the show.
All right, guys, you know what to do now. Put in the effort and it will pay off when it comes to sponsorship. Thanks for listening or re-listening if you're a longtime listener. Brand new pod coming in the next day or two, so stay tuned. Thanks to producer Dallas Jansen, my brother, for all his hard work. Thanks to my wife, Brooke, and thanks to AMA official Harv Whipple, as well as thanks to all of our donors. And thanks to all of our partners, CST Tires. Go to shop.csttires.com today. Yamaha, thanks to Blue Crew. Thanks to SSI Decals, Valvoline, DID Racing Chain, Namura Technologies, Bronco ATV and UTV Components, Lunderville Steel Enterprises and Concrete Supply, the financial advice of the Haymauer Financial Group, DP Brakes, Factory 43, Binkies Forever ATC Museum, Impact Solutions, Ultimate Poly Products, UPP Racing. Use code DIGGINGDEEP15 at uppracing.com, and Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with code DIGGINGDEEP20 at manscaped.com. Support all the brands that support our show, and don't forget to use those codes to save. Find it all on our website, and be sure to click that Rocky Mountain ATVMC banner for all your gear and parts needs and to help us out. And most of all, thanks to you guys for listening. Shop our Digging Deep merch at shop.diggingdeepatvmx.com. We have a brand new drop that just came out in the last couple weeks, something that we're so stoked about. So check that out. All things Digging Deep ATV fantasy related, including final standings, can be found at atvfantasy.com. And if you're looking for another easy way to help support us, visit our website and click the Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee donation buttons. This allows you to set up a one-time or monthly contribution to support our efforts. Follow the show on social media, Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast, and myself, Cody Jansen, for additional content coverage and more fun stuff as we navigate the rest of the off-season ahead. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Wherever you find podcasts, you'll find the Digging Deep ATVMX Podcast. All episodes, additional podcast providers, sponsor links, and discount codes, show merchandise, fantasy info, and more can all be found on our website, diggingdeepatvmx.com. So check that out today. Be a friend, tell a friend. Please download, subscribe, rate, review, and share. And with that, for Brooke Jansen, Dallas Jansen, and I'm your host, Cody Jansen, thanks for listening to and making us the most listened to podcast in ATV racing, with more than 268,000 downloads last month in 109 total countries. Until next time, thanks for joining us in Digging Deep with the Stars of ATV Motocross. Things are crashing and burning here at the Digging Deep podcast, much like the Titanic.
Those guys were hauling ass, for real.
I remember watching Doug Gus, I don't know who it was, Steel City, running the same times Friday afternoon as James Stewart was on Sunday back then. It was mental. I've never seen quads go that fast.
Quadlers are freaking gnarly.